Alright guys, welcome back to Quarantine Series, episode 3. Today, all about shoulders.
Alright guys, we're going to talk about shoulders today. 5 exercises for you to get overall great shoulder mobility, power, strength, overall rotator cuff mobility, and great 3D look for you guys. Let's go.
And if you guys like what you see, give us a like. It'll definitely help out the channel. Leave a comment, show some love, alright?
You got a dumbbell, you got bars, you got heart, you got will, you got a workout. Let's go.
Alright guys, I'm going to give you guys a quick tip on shoulders. So I'm going to give you guys a tool that you can use to help you with better shoulder range of motion. So if, for example, if it's harder to get your shoulders in a high position when you're doing military press, this is going to be a good tool to use for that. Okay, so before I do that, let me just show you a couple sets. So when I do shoulder presses, I love to do a lot of warm-up sets because shoulders are definitely a delicate muscle group, and if you don't warm them up effectively, they can actually, it could be whatever exercise that you're doing, it could be either crucial depending on how your posture is, or if you, like say for example, if you tend to sleep on one side more than another, that could be a big issue too as well. So I do a lot of warm-up sets. So I'm going to give you an example of a set that I do, and then I'm going to present this tool so you guys can see the difference, okay? So this is just a quick normal set. I haven't even touched the bar. This is a typical normal warm-up set that I typically do. So we're doing military press, so the idea is to be able to do my shoulder presses like so. And at the moment, I can't really get my shoulders into a position where I have my elbows out in front of me and the bar resting on my chest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this tool, and you guys get to see. So as you can see, these are blood flow restriction straps. And what this does, this is basically a tool that you can put around your hips, your shoulders, your elbows. And what they do is they restrict blood flow, so you're getting a lot of, so basically you're going to get a lot of blood flow into an area that you actually tighten it up on, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to put these on the shoulders. And if you can see, you have the loop here, and then you have the strap on this side. So you're going to go ahead and push this through. And this is going to go on your front shoulder, close to your chest, okay? So check this out. One goes here. So make sure when you guys do this, you leave some room, because you're going to be able to put it on your shoulders, and you want to keep it as tight as possible, okay? So you go one, you go two. And I want you guys just to see the difference between how I did it before and now I'm doing it now. So now, what I'm able to do, I'm able to rest it on my chest a little bit more better, and then I can get my elbows up a little bit higher. So with this type of exercises, the better range of motion that you can get, the easier it's going to be, okay? So now, what I can do, I can get my elbows up a little bit higher, really get a nice stretch on my shoulders. I like to do a couple sets of this where I just kind of bring my elbows forward, back and forth. Helps with range of motion. And now I can do shoulder presses more efficiently and with proper form, okay? So I do a couple warm-up sets with this on, and then after, what I do is I'll go ahead and take these off, and then I'll try to mimic that same motion without these straps, all right? So I recommend, they've definitely been helping out my shoulders and my shoulder pressing, my chest pressing and stuff, and I recommend that all you guys invest. And if this helps you, leave a like, leave a comment, let us know what you guys think, all right? Also, new videos every Friday, so make sure you guys stay tuned, all right? Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. Since I explained tips in the beginning, I'm just going to make this part as basic as possible. So have the weight rested on your collarbone, keep your elbows up, lats tight. When you're pressing the weight above you, you want to push your head forward at the same time. And last tip is just to squeeze the glutes. 3 sets of 10, make sure you get it done.
Alright squad, we're going to get right into this Arnold press. I'm going to be using my knees to help me kick the dumbbells up and get started with the overhead press as the first movement. I'm then going to be alternating and inverting my palms facing myself, pretty much like a boxer would in his defensive stance. My upper back is touching and maintaining contact with the bench. Small slight arch there. And strong core, very important as well. Make sure you plant your feet, root them down on the ground nice and firm. Great movement overall for roundness of the shoulder. Great burn, great 3D look as well. Let's go to work.
Alright guys, moving on to side raises. When you guys do this, make sure to set your cable machine at the bottom setting. You're going to have your elbow at a slight angle, hand pointed down. And when you guys come up, make sure to come up to about 90 degrees. Keep your shoulder blades pinched, abs tight, and make sure you get it done.
I'm going to go ahead and keep it moving now. Go ahead and get into this front shoulder raise or front delt raise. Basic movement again. I personally like to keep the dumbbells right around my hips. Good momentum stopper, I guess you could say. It's okay to swing just a little bit, but try not to overindulge in the swinging as well. We don't want to cheat ourselves, we want to treat ourselves. So big thing, again, basic movement, up and down, raising, about eye level, repeat.
Exercise. I personally like to do this with little chains underneath. If you guys can see what this is. It's basically a chain that's hooked to a carabiner. And the reason why is, I'm going to put it down again so you can see, but when I do face pulls, when I have these hooked onto the carabiner, I can't really get my arms into a high position. I don't know if you can kind of see from, like, I'll face this way so you can see a little bit better. But when I have these hooks on the carabiner, when I pull, I can only pull about this far. And when I do this exercise, I really like to get into a really open position because I feel it more in my rear delts. So I put these hooks on, so you see what I'm talking about. But it's the same concept. Hook it into the carabiner. And then what we'll do is I'll put it at the end, the chain, all the way at the top, to this carabiner. So you'll see the difference between one pull and the other. So now, there's a longer range of motion, so I don't have the handles right here. I have them a little bit further out. So when I do this exercise, so what you'll see if you can see me, but what I'm doing is I'm able to pull out a little bit wider. And I personally like to feel this, I really feel this in my real delts when I do it that way. So that's my tip of the day. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I don't know if sometimes gyms won't have chain attachments. I would try investing into these. I feel like they're a good cause, and you can use this not for this specific exercise, but for other stuff, for example. And we can always do that with future videos. But again, I'll just do this one more time. So when I do this exercise, I'm going to pull with my arms vertical. I'm not going to pull low. I'm not going to pull like this. I'm going to make sure everything stays in a straight line. And pull out this way. When you're here, try to hold it for a little bit too as well, all right? That's my tip. Alright guys, since I explained my tips in the first part, I'm just going to go over the basics. Make sure to keep your shoulder blades pinched, keep your arms at about 90 degrees, and pull back as far as you can, alright? Imagine someone has their finger in the middle of your back and you're trying to squeeze it together as hard as you can with your shoulder blades.
Alright guys, appreciate all the love and support we've been receiving as well. We want to keep these videos going every single Friday so you can come and check us out.
Be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment. We love the support, whatever you guys think. Let us know what you guys want to see next, right?